right now. So again, thank you for all of you who have made and taken your bank holiday Monday to come on this pre-training, which is for the Wealth Mastery Live event this weekend in London at the Ibis Hotel. You've all registered for this, so that's fine. You're just going to turn up and then your details will be in our system. So I just wanted to put this presentation together for you because I think it's really important to understand, first of all, what we're going to be teaching and some of the concepts on what it takes to create a lot more wealth in your life. And again, if you've never heard me speak before, my name is John Lee. I'm the author of the best-selling book, The Wealth Dragon Way. I'm also the CEO and co-founder of Wealth Dragons PLC. All right. And so one of my missions in life right now is to empower as many entrepreneurs in the world as possible to teach them what works and what doesn't work. So in this presentation, I'm going to be showing you these things. First of all, what are the best trends in business for 2017? If you want to create a lot more wealth in your life, some things that I found in common with a lot of people who are very wealthy is that they all invest in trending businesses. So right now, if you were involved in tech, then that is one of the trending businesses right now. Also, for the 55% of you who are already in business, then I'll be sharing some of the things I'm currently doing that I've used to create multi-million pound businesses. And I'll share with you what's currently working and what's not working. Also, I'm going to talk about for the 45% of you who are not in business, what business can we start on the side, and what types of multiple streams of income can we start on the side as well, so we can create a lot more wealth in our life. And also, one of the biggest things that's happening right now, you've probably heard of brands of like Coca-Cola, you've probably heard of BMW, Audi, so all these big like McDonald's, KFC, these are big brands. But what's starting to happen right now is because technology's moved on, one of the fastest ways to create wealth is to create what we call a personal brand. So one of the things that I've realized, so the top 5 wealth creation trends or strategies are: number 1, property investing. So if you've ever read my book, The Wealth Dragon Way, you know how I made my first million at the age of 27. And the way I was able to do that was to hit a trend where the market was falling in 2008. And I was able to get into the market and acquire a lot of property deals because in a falling market, that's when a lot of wealth is created. Would you agree with that, by the way? If you agree with that, type in yes. If you agree with that, type in yes. All right. Okay. So another part of this is one of the biggest growing trends I see right now is some kind of online business, because everybody's using smartphones, everyone's using social media, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. A lot of business now being created online using online growth strategies. So again, at Wealth Mastery Live, I'm going to be covering a lot of these two particular aspects as well. Another thing that I get asked a lot is, John, I don't have a business. I don't have enough money for property. What can I do if I've got a small amount of money? So a wealth creation strategy that's going to allow you to create a lot more income on the side is a strategy known as currency trading. So the good thing now is, in the past, you had to be this trader with years of experience, and you had to be a mathematical genius. Now you can just learn these 5 steps on how to do it, and then you just need to install a piece of software on your phone, and then you can trade from anywhere in the world. And some of the students who have attended the last Wealth Mastery Live are now making more in a week than they do in a month in their job. So it's pretty interesting, and I see a lot more people actually doing this. Okay, another thing that's working really well, one of the trends, is what we call passion-based business. So a passion-based business is where you're able to take what you love to do, and then you can create an income on the side. So let me ask you all a question right now. What are you all passionate about? Just type in what you're passionate about. Are you passionate about traveling, health, self-development, yoga, meditation? What are you passionate about? All right, so football, food, dancing, health, diving. I'm just reading some of your comments that are coming in now. Emily, property. Amit, travel. Sarah, events. Naomi, traveling and dance. Vanessa, music. Valerie, cats. Trekking, fitness, travel. So one of the things that's up and coming right now, you've probably heard of a lot of bloggers who get really famous, right? So passion-based businesses are the up-and-coming wealth creation trend, and which is probably the best timing to do a lot of these strategies, all right? And lastly is capital raising. So if you're able to raise capital in the right way, because a lot of people right now don't have any money to either start a business, invest in property, or even just get off the ground. So one of the biggest trends right now, if you're able to raise capital in a certain way, then you're able to create a lot more wealth in your life. So let me move on to the first one of property investing. First of all, I'm going to show you the basic model. And again, at Wealth Mastery Live, everything I'm talking about now on this pre-training is to set you up for this weekend. So you've kind of got some knowledge of, these different areas of wealth creation, and hence Wealth Mastery Live is mastering wealth, right? So, property investing, the way it works, let's say the mortgage is £500, let's say your rent is £800, then the profit would be £300. So, most people invest in property and they create wealth by buying and renting property out. So, let's say right now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 of these houses that are currently being rented right now, then you're actually making £3,000 a month, right? You see how that works? This is a very simple formula that a lot of people know, but they're actually not doing, right? So the cash flow would be £3,000 a month. So if you were to be able to have this could actually replace a lot of your income and a lot of your salaries, and you could actually not have to work anymore and do what you want to do. In fact, this is the first strategy that I implemented and that allowed me to quit my full-time job and now allows me to do anything I want, right? It's a very powerful strategy. So I'll show another strategy as well. This is one of the houses I bought down in a place called Aldershot. This is 92 Grosvenor Road. And I purchased this property for 85,000, which I later sold for 185,000. And this was only a 2-month period. So one of the fastest ways to create wealth and one of the trends is buy and sell. So a lot of people buy a house, they sell, they make 20 to 30 or to 50 grand, and then they just quit their job. So now they can live with for a whole year without having to work, right? So that's another powerful strategy. So gross profit there was about 100K. So if you put that into like 3,000 worth of cash flow, that's, if you buy and sell one house, you can, that's like 2.8 years worth of income, right? Without having to work. So, but here are the property myths. The property myths are you need a lot of money to buy houses, or I can't get a mortgage, so how can I buy? I'm not from this country, I've been blacklisted, or I don't have a good credit, I have no experience, therefore it's too risky, or I don't have a deposit, so I don't have any money right now. I don't have a deposit to buy a house, or there's no bargain houses near me. I want to tell you this: at Wealth Mastery Live, we're going to be covering a lot of ways on how I actually found a lot of property deals. In the first 6 months of me investing in property after I got my mentor, and if you've read my book, you know that I bought 35 houses in 6 months, right? And with my business partner now, who is a guy by the name of Vincent Wong. By the way, raise your hand. Sorry, raise your hand. Type in yes if you've ever heard of Vincent Wong before. Have you heard of Vincent Wong? If you have, just type in yes. Belinda, Serge, Kelvin, Deepak, Tom Vigno, Johnny. So Vincent was actually my property mentor, and he's the one who I partnered with, and then we partnered with even more people. In fact, one of the reasons why we run events is because we've got to get to find a lot of property partners where we can actually do deals together. And between myself and Vincent and our property partners, we've actually transacted over 500 property deals. And the way we're able to do that is because we were able to find thousands and thousands of bargain property deals right here in the UK. So I'll be sharing some of these strategies with you at Wealth Mastery Live. So, and I will show you some case studies on how this is done as well. This is one of my students, Harjit. He came to one of the Wealth Mastery Live events, and he said, I'm so happy that I made the shift in life to follow Wealth Dragons. It's changed me as a person and as an entrepreneur. And Harjit actually bought 19 properties in 13 months and more to come this year. Thank you so much, John Lee and Vincent. Well, I got to attribute a lot of that to Vincent Wong because he's really the guru in this industry. This is Marina Dahan. She's one of our students who actually attended a Wealth Mastery Live event. Now, back then it was called another name. When I mentioned this name, the event has evolved. But she came to me and she said, John, teach me how to invest in property. So Vincent and I took her on as a student, and now we own a property company together out in Holland. And this is her signing her first property deal. So that's property investing. Okay, the second one is what we call online business growth, right? So online business growth, how do you grow your business a lot faster? So for those of you, for the 55% of you who actually have a business right now, here's some of the things you can do. First of all, if you want to grow your business, I'm going to take a sip of water. Give me a second. fear a sore throat coming along. That's not good, especially when the event is happening this weekend. All right. So if you want to grow your business, you can't limit the amount people can buy from you. So your shop has to be open 24 hours a day, which means you don't even want to have local coverage. You want to have global coverage. And of course, now the internet and social media allows you to have a global reach. So just make sure that if you've got a business right now, the question you have to ask yourself is, how limited is my market right now? And how fast can I get my market to the rest of the world? Right? And the moment you can make it global, imagine you've got buyers from all around the world. And I'll show you an example of this in a second. You also have to be able to sell your products and services while you sleep, right? Also, it's got to be low cost. So right now, for those of you who are starting, you don't want to invest in like Oxford Street in London. It's going to cost you a fortune. So you have to start off low, what I call guerrilla business strategies, which I'll be sharing with you there. So online businesses, some of the things you want to focus on. Creating systems is the way to scale your business. So, for example, you want to build an online shop. You want to be able to advertise your products and services to sell. You also want to gain a lot of exposure, and also you want to make sales 24/7. And I'll give an example. This is one of the things that we offer online. So a lot of people say, John, like, can you teach me how to invest in property? So then all I did is I took my property knowledge out of my head. I put it into an online training program, and then I launched that product. I built a shop online, and then I put a video on YouTube. In fact, if you go to YouTube, type in how to invest in property, I'm #1 in the world. And the reason why I can do that is because this is what we call video SEO. All of you in business right now, if all you did was just put more video out there, I guarantee you that your business would increase because you create more visibility. And I'm going to tell you this. Would you agree that more people spend more time watching YouTube than they actually do watching TV, which is crazy? So #2, I advertise my products and services to sell. This is a screen grab I took off my Instagram account, which I only have, well, there I only had 210,000 followers. Now I've got around 300,000 followers. And what I do is, if you look below that, I've actually got a call to action link. So what I do is I capture my audience on social media, and then I offer products and services as well. And that's actually allowed me to create a lot of following for my Facebook, which, my Facebook page has got like almost like 500,000 followers now. Wealth Dragons, I've created all these different pages that have got really big followings now. I've probably got around maybe 500,000 to 1 million people through all cross network on social media follow me. And the reason why this is so important is because it gives you distribution, right? Businesses without distribution can't scale. So you have to be able to scale the business through distribution. And if you look at that, my reach there was only 523,000, right? And if you look at this is between February 2016 and February now. This is one of my products that made 20,000. If you look at these blue spikes, every time someone watches the video, they'll go and buy my product. And this is what's giving me an online product, right? So as you can see there, 20,000 came in from there. And this is where you make sales 24 hours a day, right? So to grow your business, right, you need 3 things. #1, you need a lot of traffic, meaning a lot of exposure. Because a lot of people in business right now, they're invisible. And if no one knows you exist, that's like having a voice of like Mariah Carey where no one can see you. Second thing you need is you want to turn the traffic into leads, and then of course then turn the leads into sales. These are 3 of the main strategy. In fact, I want you to take a screen grab of this, or if you're on a mobile, then take out your mobile and take a picture of this. And I want you to save this as your screensaver, because this is the only 3 metrics that you want to think about every single day that will allow you to create a lot of wealth in your life. All right. So growing your business, let's say, for example, you've got 1,000 clients that pay you £100. That's 100,000, right? But let's say you have 2,000 clients. If all we did was just double the amount of people that bought from us, which means we have more clients, more marketing, more traffic, we'd go from 100 to 200,000. And if all we did was just double the amount of the products that we offered, right? So we raised our price, we got to 400,000. And let's say we got them to buy one more time that year. That's how you take a business from 100,000 to 800,000 just by implementing these 3 different strategies. And again, at Wealth Mastery Live this weekend, that's exactly what I'll be talking about, what I'm going to be covering, so you can see exactly how this works. All right, so here are some of the online business myths. I have to be good with computers. No, you don't. We live in a world of technology now that a lot of these things can be done in a very simple manner based on a few clicks. In fact, my oldest student is 75 years old. My youngest student is 7 years old. Right. So the second thing is I don't need a product to sell. Right. Or you need a lot of money to start a business. You don't. With an online business, you can start with a fraction of the cost. Number four, I don't know how to make websites. Let me tell you, if you can click a button and make a website, do you think you can do well? Yeah. Right. And this is how I create a lot of seven-figure businesses, by taking these exact same strategies that I'm teaching you right now. Number five, I'm too old for this. No, you're not. Right. As long as you learn step by step, as long as you can follow, the steps, then you can get this done. Right. So before I go into currency trading, I'm just going to show you some statistics. By the way, can you all see my desktop now? My screen. If you can see my Google screen right now, just type in 2 and hit enter. If you can see my Google screen. Can you see my Google screen? All right. Okay, you can also see my Google screen. Fantastic. So let's say I want to show you an example, right? So there's this guy, his name is Tortoise, and my wife was telling me about this, right? So if you look at my following now, I've got 302,000 followers, right? So that's because by the way, when you come to Wealth Mastery Live, I'll show you how I built a big following as well. So if I type in Tortoise, this guy here, what do you think his business model is? Or what do you think his business is just by looking at what he does? Can anyone guess? Or just type it in for me. So Demetra says interior. Neoma says ceramics. Jenny says pottery. Nekia says pottery. Sarah says pottery. You're absolutely right. It's pottery. So how does he monetize his business? Well, this is how he takes his business online. He's got 683,000 followers. That's a lot of followers. So these hundreds of thousands of people see his work and they go, oh my God, where can I buy one from? So they click on his website, which is that link there. And then they come to his site that looks like this, which looks pretty awesome. And now he's got this shop online where you can buy his stuff. Let's see how much one of these potteries cost. 815 euros for this glaze foot, right? So imagine all those people, over 500,000 people see this. And let's say he just sells 10 of them. That's 8,000 euros, right? Isn't that amazing? And also another question people ask is, okay, so maybe they watch a video like this, right? So if I click play here, that's pretty awesome. Maybe they might ask something like, well, how do I do that? So now he's actually got workshops, right? So let's see how popular his workshops are. Oh, look, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out. His entire workshops are all sold out, all because he's got a big following right now. Let me show you another example. If I go to my Facebook page, right? So let me go to my Facebook page here. By the way, I only have one Facebook page, which is facebook.com/John Lee Public. If you ever receive a message from me asking you to send money to China or Africa or anywhere in the world, that is not me. That is an imposter, right? So I'm going to copy and paste this link for you, right? So if I paste a link like this, so right now in your chat box, you should see a link, right? If you click that link, you're going to come to a page which looks like this, right? This one here. Now, one of the fast ways to get a lot of exposure is you got to get people to like your page. So if you all go to my page and you literally just do what I do, right? So just tell them to come to your page. You click here, you click like page, then you click follow, and then you go see first, and then turn all actions on. See first and turn all actions on. So one of the things I love to do what do we call them? We call these competitions, so social media competitions. So for example, if you scroll down, right, you'll see this video here, right? So this is a video that I did around 6 hours ago, right? So what I want you to do, let's do a competition, right? We're going to do a competition to win a free copy of my book, right? So to enter this competition, what I'd like you to do is just, I want you to like, comment, and then share. And then, so just say something about what you're learning so far. So you say, hey, learning a lot of information now with John on the, on the web class. So just, I'll give you a minute just to type in, some kind of comment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a winner. And then when you come to Wealth Mastery Live, I'm going to give you a signed copy of my book, right? So if I go to most recent comments, so let's have a look. So, okay, so these are all, so if you come in here right now, I'm just going to do a refresh. So I'll give you a minute to do that. And if you look at that, look, that my page has reached 1 million people here. One of the ways to get a lot of social media following, I've got 466,000 people following me, and 55,000 people this week like my page. And one of the best ways to do that is to create a lot of viral content. When you guys come to Wealth Mastery Live, I want to teach you how to create a lot of viral content. So if I come here and I go to the most recent comments, so these are all of you who have just commented right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna randomly pick someone. So I'll give you just a minute to write it in. So just like, comment, and then share. Like, comment, and then share. And then I'm just gonna go through this and I'm gonna pick a winner. Right? I'll pick a winner. So let's go. I'll pick a winner right now. Let's pause this. Let's go to the most recent comments. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to randomly just do this. Okay. And then I'm just going to say stop. Right. So, right. And 1, 2, 3, stop. Right. So Mina, are you here? Mina says learning a lot, getting motivated. So Mina, I'm going to take a screen grab of this. You are a winner on this. So what? Oh, sorry. So when you turn up to Wealth Mastery Live, tell them that John, you won the social media competition, and they'll give you a copy of my book, and I will sign the copy of the book for you. All right. So that's an example of how you can create a lot of competitions to create a much bigger social media following. Another thing that's really popular as well is, you see this where it says Facebook Live. Facebook now has an option for you to go live on Facebook. When you do live videos, a lot of live videos viral a lot as well. So every business needs to have online presence. Like if I look for you online in your business and you have no following, then guess what? No one's going to come to you, right? So you've got to have a bigger following. Like if I've got 1 million people following me and you have 0, and let's say we do pottery, then I automatically win the customer because I have a bigger following, right? It's just how it's perceived. So again, I'll talk a lot more about that at Wealth Mastery Live. By the way, are you finding this useful? If you are, then give me 1. Type in 1 and hit enter. Type in a 1 and hit enter. Awesome. Belinda, Sarah, Vango, Naki, Dan, Calvin, Lorraine, Dimitri, Joanna, Laura. Hey Laura, how you doing? Mina, Naomi, Deepak, Amit, Yuko, Bitter. Wow, there's a lot of you on tonight. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, next one is currency trading. Currency trading is one of the most popular ways to earn an income. So I'll just do this very briefly. The first thing you got to do is, or what I love about this is you can do it from anywhere in the world. So if you've got a smartphone, a mobile phone, laptop, tablet, you can literally open up a piece of software, put it on your phone, and then you can make money directly there from your phone. And I've seen people do this very, very quickly, right? I'm talking about you go through 3 days worth of training and now you're able to just trade anywhere in the world. Isn't that amazing? You want to make a better income? All you need to do is learn how to do it the right way and then trade it directly from your phone. And it only takes, if you get really good at it, it only takes 15 minutes a day, which is really good. So it's flexible and you can do it in your own time and you can do it from any location in the world. Another one is 1 hour or less. So I say 15 minutes when you're really good, but when you're starting off, 1 hour or less, right? And once you've learned it, you can do it in less and less time. It's also recession proof because currency, it moves upwards, downwards, and sideways regardless of the climate. And also, it's about getting a higher ROI. If it's done in the right way, you can get a higher ROI on your money. Problem is, most people do this and they have no idea what they're doing. And of course, what happens? They lose money. So you got to do it the right way. So here are the 4 currency trading skills that you need to be able to do it. Now, some of you are asking me what the software is. Now, the software is called MetaTrader. Now, please do not go live on the software unless you know what you're doing, because although you can make a lot of money, you can also lose a lot of money if you don't know what you're doing, because you have to acquire these skills. Number 1, you have to see the trend. Number 2, so is it going up or down? Number 2, you have to know when to enter. So only enter when it's the high possibility of the trend going in your direction. And number 3, you have to know when to exit as well. So take the profit and exit before you actually lose. And also number 4, you have to manage your risk. And again, at Wealth Mastery Live this weekend, I'll be covering a lot of the content in this in a lot more detail. Remember, at Wealth Mastery Live, we spend 2 whole days together. We start the doors registration is going to start at around 8:15. We open the doors at 9:30 and we go all the way to 8 o'clock at night. It's 2 full days. And my job is to compress what I've learned in 10 years and to really give you in a systematic step-by-step formula so you can actually take this stuff and go and start taking action with it. Some of the currency trading myths are: I'm not good at maths, I've never traded before, currency trading is risky, I can't read charts, or it sounds too complicated. Trust me, there's only 2 things you need to know. 3 things. When to get in, when to get out, and also is the trend going up or down, right? That's all you need to know. Okay, so that's currency trading. Let's talk about passion-based business. So how do you get your business off the ground if you have no business right now? Well, first of all, motivation versus passion and purpose, right? So right now, a lot of you want to be motivated, but it's actually better to have a purpose or a passion. Number 2 is getting started the right way. Number 3, solving problems. You got to solve people's problems. Passion-based business, you make an income, you create more wealth by helping other people create more wealth as well. That's why I do what I do. The more people I help make money, guess what? The more money I make. It's very simple. And you get paid for doing what you love. So all the things that you said to me before about what you love to do, wow, can you imagine if you were able to just get up every single day and you just love what you do? Isn't that a much better position to be in? Of course. And so that's why it's so important to be able to do what you love, right? So passion-based business, like anything to do with health, meditation, travel, parenting, singing, dancing, styling, personal branding, dating, finance, these are all people and the list goes on, right? So let me show you a few examples. So this guy here, his to do with personal personal styling. So he teaches guys how to look good. And in this example, he's teaching people how to keep their shirt tucked in. He's got 500,000 followers. He's got 1.1 million views. And now when people watch him, people then pay for his products and services and his consultation. Zoella, she teaches people how to put makeup on. Guess what? She's got 11 million followers. Can you believe that? 11 million followers. So one of her models is that she gets paid sponsorship. So imagine right now you put a video up and you get paid for everyone who watches your video. Isn't that amazing? Or people pay you to talk about their product, right? This is what we call sponsorship models. And this guy here, Jason Chen, he's a musician. He's got 90 million views on this. He's got 1.4 million followers. And guess what? People buy his music. They go to iTunes and he sells literally thousands of downloads of his music. This guy here, Gregor Gallagher, he's got a business called Kino Body, and he teaches people how to get into shape and how to lose body fat. And one of his business models is people watch his videos, they look at his posts, and he sells them, a step-by-step video training or audio program or PDF document that teaches them how to lose fat. It's amazing, really, really good. This guy here, Matthew Hussey, teaches women on how to get the guy. Right, he's got almost 600, almost 700,000 followers. So he actually runs seminars and trainings that teaches women and gives them advice on how to get, the man of their dreams. This lady here, parenting tips, how to discipline your children. So these are all examples of passion-based businesses. And again, I'll be sharing with you all my passion-based businesses at Wealth Mastery Live and showing you a lot more examples on how you can do this. Are you excited, by the way? If you're excited, give me a high five. Type in 5 and hit enter. Type in 5 and hit enter. Awesome. Sarah, Deepa, Yoko, Calvin, Belinda, Joanna, Beata, Ovidu, Rata, Jitan, Jan, Amit. Fantastic. Good. Toraro, Mina. Excellent. Good. So let me show you some more. So here are some of the business myths. I don't have money to start a business. I'm not good with people, right? There's too much competition. I don't know where to start. I have to do everything myself. No, I'm going to show you how you can outsource a lot of this stuff and get other people to work for you at a fraction of the cost. So even if you're working in a job, you can have a passion-based business on the side. And I train a lot of my students to, first of all, if they're working in the job, how do you transition from a job into a business so you never have to work anymore? So you have more time to do what you want to do in life. You have time, location, time freedom, so you can do anything you want in your own time. You have financial freedom. You make enough money so you don't have to rely on your job. And you also have location freedom. I operate a lot of my passion-based businesses on beaches, traveling around the world, and it's amazing. It's really, really good. Oh, by the way, because all of you have registered for Wealth Mastery Live, we actually do a prize giveaway as well. So Wealth Mastery Live, as you know, is the 6th and 7th of May in London at the Ibis Hotel, Earl's Court. And make sure you turn up early as well. So we're going to do some prize giveaways. We're going to give away like iPads. And so this is a guy who actually attended Wealth Mastery Live and won an iPad. And actually I think he said now he's trading Forex. He's going to use this to trade Forex. So he got to win a free iPad. We've got iWatches that we give away. We've got Kindles. We've got also copies of The Wealth Dragon Way as well that we give away. This is my best-selling book. So because you've all registered for Wealth Mastery Live, when you turn up, I'm going to be drawing a name. So you better make sure you turn up early, because if I draw your name, you're not there, you can't win. Right, so make sure you're there on time. So we also got a copy of some of Vincent's books, which is the Property Entrepreneur book, which is the brand new book that's come out. And also as well, I bring down my advisors and my coaches, because a lot of you, there's going to be a lot of people there and you're going to be like, John, can you coach me? I'm not going to have time to do that because I have to prepare for every session. This is not an event where, sometimes you go to events and you get lots of speakers come down trying to sell you stuff like every break time, every lunch time, and literally every time they're on stage trying to sell you stuff. This is just me for 2 days giving you a lot of content. Right, and there will be one opportunity for you to be able to, work with me, right, at a higher level. So I bring my coaches down as well, and there'll be an opportunity to win some coaching sessions, some free coaching sessions from my coaches, right? There'll also be an opportunity for you to win a one-to-one Skype call with me as well, right? So, this is where I can coach you on your business, and we have a one-to-one Skype call, one session. I normally charge a lot for my time, but there'll be an opportunity for you in that as well. And also the biggest prize is an opportunity for you to have dinner with myself and Vincent Wong, right? So we'll take you out for dinner. And we're going to sit down. We're going to mastermind some amazing strategies. And the reason why I put this in there is because there was someone who recently paid Warren Buffett $2.6 million to sit down and have lunch with him. Warren Buffett's like one of the richest men in the world. So, I think when you hang around with great people who have been there and done that, you get a lot of ideas. So there's going to be one opportunity for you to have dinner with myself and Vincent Wong. So let's go on to the next strategy, which is capital raising. And by the way, at the end of this, I got something very special for you. So make sure you stay all the way to the end, right? Capital raising. So how to get more capital? Well, to get more capital, you have to be seen as the go-to person in your industry. You have to stay on top of people's minds. You got to get massive exposure, and you got to build what we call relationship capital. So there's two types of capital. You got monetary capital, but you have relationship capital. And these are two of the biggest things that allow you to raise a lot of capital or funds or money for your business, right? So capital raising, here are some of the things you want to think about. First one is confidence, right? The more confidence, the better communication, leadership skills you have. It's going to allow you to grow your company faster, hence allowing you to be able to raise a lot of money. I've raised millions of pounds for my business, and I'm going to show you how I actually did that and how you can actually raise a lot of capital as well. I'm going to show you pitching strategies. So how do you actually pitch? So you want to be able to pitch and grab the attention of those who's listening to you. And you also need to have different sources of funding. So where are you getting your sources of funding from? There's lots of ways to raise finance, and different ways to do it. And I'll be talking about a lot of the different ways to raise capital for either your business, for yourself, or maybe as an investment into your company to be able to get big. I mean, I'm going to tell you, Vince and I are working on this huge thing we're working on where we're going to raise multi-million pounds for our businesses to go to a huge level. So I'm talking about the big level, and I'll share that with you at Wealth Mastery Live. And also, what I find is really important is a follow-up. Like sometimes you meet people, but they're not ready to, give you the funds. But sometimes if you keep on top of mind, then you're able to find a lot more people who can actually help you get to that level. So here are some of the myths, of raising capital. First one is people not interested in me, or I have no confidence and I'm shy, or people won't give me the money, or I'm not good at talking, or no one would invest in me. Here's the thing. Henry Ford said, I think it's Henry Ford said that if you think you can't, you're right. If you think you can, guess what? You're still right. So I'm going to bust a lot of these myths at the Wealth Mastery Live this weekend, right? So some of the steps, and you can also do speaking and coaching as well, right? Finding the right capital sources, creating powerful presentations. So if you're speaking or you're getting a lot of coaching, you do a lot of coaching, it allows you to find the right capital sources, create a powerful presentation, be able to articulate with effective communication, present with power and confidence. These are the steps. And right now I get to share the stage with literally, all some of the world leaders like Richard Branson, Tony Robbins, Randy Zuckerberg, Jack Welch, and now I get to travel all around the world. I've done a lot of, and the thing is, when you speak and you get yourself out there, you start getting more exposure. Then I was on TV. Then I got to hang around with people like Jimmy Choo, and Jimmy Choo's now a very close friend of mine. People like Sylvester Stallone. I also got awarded the Man of the Year award for the Global Woman magazine. And now I speak all around the world, and this is one of the best ways to attract a lot of capital to you. I can tell you from this event, I have people walking up to me and saying, "John, I've got £500,000. What can you help me invest it?" Right. So this is great when this is when I was out in Asia. So I fly to Singapore now, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Cyprus, Slovakia, Amsterdam, London. So and the great thing about this is that when investors and people who have a lot of capital, they want you to help invest it. They'll pay for your flights for you to meet them to show you how you can do it. And I get to fly first class a lot of the times, and I get to fly for free because the people who are giving me funds for my company, I'll invest into my company and allow me to pitch them in such a way that gives them that confidence to help them grow their funds. So I think it's great. And again, I get to interview some great people. I have literally thousands of people that turn up and come to our events. And I just wanted to tell you a little something as well, because I know a lot of you are coming to Wealth Mastery Live. I wanted to show you something which I highly recommend you do, and here's why. This is what we call the VIP ticket experience. So it's the VIP experience at Wealth Mastery Live, and here's how it works. First of all, one of the ways, have you guys heard of a saying called "your network is your net worth"? Well, one of the things we've got at Wealth Mastery Live is a VIP private networking area. So these are all people who are investors, who are business owners, who are entrepreneurs, who are people that have got a great mindset, and they've all invested in the VIP experience at Wealth Mastery Live. So when you upgrade your early bird ticket, to Wealth Mastery Live, then you're able to get this VIP experience. You also get front row seating as well. So you get front row seats and you get a great view and you can see all the things. And also because I give away a lot of goodies, if you're sat at the front, it's easy for you to grab the goodies. Right? We also provide buffet lunch on both days as well. So it's a hot buffet lunch and the food's actually really nice. I'll show you in a second. But if you upgrade to the VIP experience, we also feed you for both days, and we'll also include tea and coffee as well on both days, and some snacks just to keep you awake. And on the end of day one, you also get a private Q&A session with me. So a lot of you got questions around business or whatever. So when day one finishes, you'll have a private Q&A session with me. You'll also get a fast track into the room, so you get into the room before anybody else, because there's going to be so many people there that you have your own VIP, I guess, first class entrance into the room. And you'll also get a copy of my book, The Wealth Dragon Way, and also a signed copy. So at the end, we can do a signed copy, and if there's time, we can do picture opportunities as well. And also as well, because a lot of you are quite interested in property, I'm also going to give you a copy of my Property Millionaire Secrets online video training that I showed you. And this is really a quick start guide on how to get started in property. Now, the normal ticket price for the VIP experience is £297. And, we provide a lot of great things like croissants and orange juice and tea and coffee. And you got a nice hot buffet lunch. And it's great because you get to network with people who are already at a very high level. And the food is actually really nice. And also sometimes if I've got time, I'll pop into the VIP area. So, we can have a quick discussion but that's only if I've got time, because sometimes the event's like really busy. So, I will pop in at least once just to say hi to all of you who are in the VIP experience. And, the food's just amazing, right? So if you're a VIP, we actually, and I'm going to tell you that one of the things that we've done is sometimes my speakers and my friends come and visit me at my events. So sometimes I get them to join in the Q&A as well, but that's not guaranteed. Right? Normally it's just me doing it, but because I tell all my friends, and I've got a lot of friends who are at a very high level, and I tell them I've got a show coming on. Would you like to come? And so the last Wealth Mastery Live, we had a celebrity athlete come along. So who knows? And also nice desserts as well. This is probably not good because if you eat this, you might have to spend another week in the gym burning it off. So what I've done is I've done something very special. We literally have a handful of VIP tickets left. So what I've said as an early bird ticket for the first 25 of you that register right now, we can give you the ticket at £97. Right. So if you'd like to do that, I'm going to give you this link. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste this link into the chat box for you. There you go. So in your chat box, you should see this link, and the link is www.bit.ly/WMLVIP. So let me say that again. It's www.bit, that's bit.ly/WMLVIP. And I've actually copy and pasted that link into the chat box. So if you click that link, you're going to come to a page that looks a little bit like this. And all you need to do is just fill your first name, last name, email address, telephone number, put your card details in there, and then click place order. All right. Now, the prices of the tickets will be going up this week, and I'm not sure when my team is actually updating the prices, but if you don't book this now at this price, if you come back tomorrow, the day after, this might say £297. And if it does, there's nothing I can do about that. You will have to pay £297 because this doesn't even cover the cost for the food for us, really. We're literally offering the VIP experience as literally, as cost, because we have to feed you for both days. If you go out and eat in Nando's or wherever, it's going to cost you like £20 or £30 anyway. Your tea and coffee, if you go to Starbucks and get yourself some bananas and sandwich and chocolate and things, it's going to cost you another at least £10. So, for 2 days, this covers, really just covers our costs. So, if you'd like to join the VIP experience, just go to the website www.bit.ly/WMLVIP.
bit.ly/WML
And if you've got WhatsApp and you want to WhatsApp us, then you can add me to WhatsApp. Well, not me, my team on 07958 877 204. And just have a chat to them if you've got any questions about the event. What I would also do, I would recommend you buy at least 2 or 3 tickets, and the reason for this is because you want to bring your friends with you. A lot of the times when people come to Wealth Mastery Live, they had an amazing time, and what happens is they go home, they tell their husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or spouse, and they have no idea. They're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So it's really important that you actually get another ticket for your wife, husband, or spouse, or girlfriend or boyfriend, because when you come together, you both get to learn together. Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to buy something or you wanted to do something? You went home to try and explain to your husband or wife about it, and they're like, no, it doesn't make sense. But when you're both there and you're both learning, and it gives you a lot of support at home, because the journey of entrepreneurship can be a little bit lonely, So that's pretty much it. If you want to be a part of this, how much time have I got left? I've got about 6 minutes left to take questions, because I said I'd go for an hour, unless you guys are happy to stick around to take some questions. So just to remind you again, Wealth Mastery Live is this weekend. It's the 6th and 7th of May. It's going to be in London. It's the Ibis Hotel, Earl's Court. And if you'd like to have the VIP experience, then go to www.bit, that's bit.ly/WMLVIP, right? WMLVIP. All right, so I'm going to give you a chance to get booked. And then I'm gonna give you a chance to just type in some questions. And what I'm gonna do, I'll spend 8 minutes going through some questions, and then I will see you this weekend. All right. So Pavandeep said, are day 1 and day 2 the same or different content? They are different content. Each day is different content. It's not the same content, right? So each day I'll be covering different content. So day 1, I'll be covering some content. Day 2, I'll be going deeper, and then also putting some new content as well. So the whole goal is to cover those 5 different trends that we talked about. Yeah. Lorraine, I'm not sure if there's any left, because we're getting very close to the event. The event is only like, what are we on now? Monday. We got like literally 4 days left. So probably not. You can check, but or maybe turn up at the door. But the thing is, every time we run an event, I want to show you this. Our events are just always full. I mean, if you look at this event, that's full. If you look at this event, I mean, Wealth Mastery Live is always full, because it's me speaking, and I have a lot of my fans and my followers and my business associates and my partners who spread the message to a lot of people around the world. I have people flying in from Japan, Kuala Lumpur, Holland. I have people flying in from Cyprus. We have people fly. I've had someone flying from New York in the last one, actually. So yeah, it's a pretty big event, and because sometimes as well, if you've got a free ticket, if the seating capacity is full, then you have to stand, and it's not very comfortable standing for 2 whole days. So I would recommend just look, £97 is nothing for 2 days. It's like £48 a day. £97 divided by 365. That's like 26 pence a day, for the whole year. And I'm going to tell you what you learn there, because some people say, oh, John, I can't make it for whatever reason. But the thing is, it's 2 days out of your time, right? If you learn this stuff yourself, it's going to take you 10 years. I'm teaching you 10 years worth of what I know. So you're able to, really start making a huge impact, right? So, all right. Okay, so any other questions? I was trying to upgrade to VIP, but some kind of error occurred. It's because, Naomi, everyone's trying to buy a ticket at the same time. So if you can't get a ticket, I do apologize for that. Just I want you to add us on WhatsApp. So just add us on WhatsApp here. 07, or you can text us 07958 877 and just text that number and say I've tried to book for a VIP ticket, I can't. And then you can speak to Marcos, who's he works in my office, and he will be able to reserve and book a ticket for you if that's the case, right? So just make sure that you are on there. It's just because because there's quite a lot of people on this web class tonight, you see, and everyone's trying to buy a ticket at the same time. So um, please bear with me, and I will, and just keep trying. Just keep refreshing, or just text us. Um, Emily says, "Does the VIP payment cover the 2 days?" Yes, that also gives you the access to both days as well. So when you turn up, we're actually going to give you a VIP badge or a lanyard, and when you wear that, that will give you access to the event for 2 days. So you will be able to come into the event as well. All right. So yes, the £97 does include the 2 days Wealth Mastery Live of content with me. I'm going to tell you, this is not one of those events with multiple speakers, with like 50 speakers come on stage trying to sell you stuff. This is pure content, and there will be an opportunity, just one opportunity for you to go to the next level, and that's it, really. Let me see, what questions do you have? Omni says, can a non-UK resident get a mortgage? Yes, in a roundabout question, but there's a certain way to do it, and I'm going to tell you that at Wealth Mastery Live. Gary says, hi, many thanks for your presentation. It's been very informative and insightful. May I ask, what is the approximate agenda for the 2 days? So, how long do you have? Well, put it this way, I'm covering, we're starting at, doors open at 9:30, I'm going to 8 o'clock at night. So one of the things I'll be covering is a lot of strategies for multiple streams of income. So all the things that we talked about in this presentation, plus a lot more of that. And what I'm gonna try and do, my mentor, who taught me in property. I mean, he's a property millionaire, and he's a best-selling author of Property Entrepreneur. I'm actually going to try and get him to come down to also give a keynote speech on how he actually created a multi-million pound property portfolio, because I think everybody really needs to have assets that's growing for them, because our pensions are not really going to take care of us. Our government, if you've ever gone to the government website and typed in how much money that you're going to get when you retire, it's actually not that much. But yeah, we'll be doing a lot of exercises. So it's not just a conference where I'm talking at you. It's going to be like kind of like a semi-hybrid conference / bootcamp, where I actually want you to start, writing stuff down. And also, if you're a VIP, you also get a workbook as well. I forgot to say. So we actually give you a whole workbook, so you can, take down a lot of notes and really write down your ideas. And by the time you leave, you'll have a plan for each one of your areas for creating a lot more wealth. So I hope that answers your question, Gary. Trisha says, is it only you who's speaking? Yes, it's me for 2 days. I don't have, like there's these other events that happen in London where you've got like, I think someone said to me, John, I just went to this event and they had all these speakers speaking, and all they was trying to do was trying to sell me stuff all the time. Right now, I can tell you it's going to be me for 2 days. But what I will try and do is I'll try and get a keynote speaker to come down. Because last time I had a celebrity, her name was Elizabeth Khan. She's a Commonwealth medalist, a 5 times national champion, and she was talking about mindset. So we had this huge. So I'm going to try and get a celebrity author or some kind of. But the thing is, a lot of my friends are very busy, so it's sometimes hard. But it will be me for 2 days, giving you content. Calvin says, is a place guaranteed for both days? If it's a VIP, it's absolutely guaranteed. But obviously, because we have so many people registered for the event, I would just say if you come down for around, because registrations start till 8:15. If you get there for 8, you will be guaranteed a space, because people don't normally turn up to about in the past, people turned up at around about 9, 10, something like that. So and the people that turn up around a lot later than that, then obviously there's less chance. Trisha says, "Do you want another speaker with you?" Do I want another speaker? What do you mean by do I want another speaker? Are you offering? Gloria says, "Is the VIP session different from the standard sessions?" Gloria, what you'll get is you'll be able to sit in Wealth Mastery Live for 2 days, and then at the end of day one, we're going to have a private session just for VIPs, and this is a private Q&A session with me where I get to answer all your questions. And actually, in that VIP session, I also do a bit of coaching with people as well. So someone will say, "John, I have no idea what my business is going to be, but I want it to be about this. What would you do?" Right? Or someone might say to me, "Oh, John, I've got this really cool idea, invention, but I'm not sure how to raise finance or do capital raising." Right? So, but oh, by the way, I forgot to mention one thing as well. As a VIP, you also get access to coaching sessions during the lunch breaks and the breaks, because in the VIP networking area, I put my coaches in that networking area, and if you want to run some ideas past my team, you also get coaching sessions, and normally they charge like £500 an hour. But if you go up to them and have a quick 5 or 10 minute conversation, I'm sure that they're going to be able to spend a little bit more time with you to really solidify any ideas and really go through that wealth creation strategy as well. All right. Okay. Let's go. Blend says, "John, can I get preferential rate at the hotel?" Yeah, I think if just call the hotel and say that you're attending the Wealth Dragons Wealth Mastery Live event, and yes, I believe there is a preferential rate at the hotel. But if not, there's lots of hotels around that area which are very affordable. Or if not, then just check just check into like Airbnb around the area. Gary says, "In terms of programming and its timing, when we were back for lunch and what topics are covered." Okay, so lunch time, break times are around 8:15. Lunch times around 1 o'clock, and then we have an afternoon break at around 4, and then we go right up to 8 o'clock. And the topics are covered is again multiple streams of income, asset building, passive income, marketing, sales, business systemization, wealth creation strategies, currency trading, and this is all me talking about this. So again, there's actually too much to list. But also on as this week comes, I'm also doing more research on what the most up and coming trends. So a lot of people who attend Wealth Mastery Live, they come back for the second time as well because there's lots of new content to be covered. All right. Heather says, "What topics I've covered on day one?" Oh, again, wealth, it's really day one's more about asset and cash flow building and passive income. So a lot of people actually love their jobs, but they just want to earn a lot more money for wealth creation, because when they retire, like I don't have a pension. So my pensions are all to do in my properties, you see. Naomi says, "I better learn how I can turn my £300 from bank account to 3,000. Hey, Naomi, here's the thing. There's no such thing as a get rich quick, and I'll tell you that right now, right? Because every entrepreneur, you got to put a little bit of time in, and you also got to put a little bit of effort in, and you got to be committed, right? So, that's why I find a lot of the VIPs who come for the VIP experience, I find a lot of those guys are really committed. And when you're hanging around with those people, they actually push you to the next level. We've got Parent says, hello. And Naomi says, joking. Okay, I get it. Simone says, "I have to teach a class on the 2nd of May. You know what, Simone? Bring your class with you, because what I teach you in those days, and by the way, when I'm there, I'm going to show you as well, because the way I love to teach, sometimes speakers, they teach you things, but they don't back it up. I'll be teaching you, I'll be showing you proof, I'll be sharing live testimonials of people who have trained and how they have gone from nothing to now becoming very successful. And I'm also going to show you what, social proof on how I've done it. So I'm going to teach you, and then I'll show you how it's done, because I think that's the best way to teach. Trisha says, Good Friday can speak about online marketing, tripwire, banner, lead magnet, social media strategy. Let me know. Hey Trisha, you know what? I'm actually looking for speakers, but Wealth Mastery Live is really only me speaking because I've already told everyone it's just me. But we do have other events coming up that, if you're interested, we do have a speaker training program where we verify all our speakers, and then once they've graduated from the speaker program, we then promote them on our stage. So um, if you're looking for that, then cool. And Elman says, yes, thank you for reading. Not a problem. Oh, I'm going to try and read everyone's questions. Um, you know what? I know I said I'd be an hour on here, but I want to add as much value to you as possible. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to overrun for about 5 minutes just to get through your questions, if that's okay. UCS says, how old do you have to be to attend the event? Well, I have a lot of parents who bring their teenage kids along. One of my business partner, Vincent, his daughter started her first business at the age of 8 years old. So I have a lot of parents that also buy a ticket for the kids as well to come along, because it's really important for the next generation to learn about these strategies and these skills. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah. Naomi says perfect. Simone says I can come up. Okay, Simone, if that's the only time you can make it, then please let my team know. But just make sure you're there. Param says, I'm planning to start consulting in education. I'm just a little confused as to where to start from. Well, Param, what I highly recommend you do, get a VIP ticket, right? And in the end of day one, we'll do a private session for VIPs. And then in that session, I can give you a strategy on how we can actually, what's the best ways, or what are the 5 steps to get started straight away. Naomi says, I will contact them via WhatsApp. Yes, please do. But just make sure that, again, we can only have limited tickets for VIPs. Again, we've had a lot of people register for this event. And now 2 things are going to happen. Either all the VIP tickets will be sold out because the room can only hold so many people, and the back of the room we've allocated for our VIPs. So, if everybody does it, we won't, we'll have no room to seat people. So just make sure that you do it today, because my team, I know my events team are changing all the websites and things like that. So if you come back to that page on www.bit.ly/WMLVIP, that price might go back up to £297, right? So just be careful, because they did last time, and then loads of people were emailing and saying, oh, I was going to buy my ticket, and there's nothing I can do about it. And then people got a little bit annoyed. So I'm going to tell you upfront. So thank you. Calvin says, is there parking at the event? Yes, they do have a car park, and but there's lots of people that take the tube, because the tube is actually it's literally 5 minutes walk from the tube station. Literally, you just walk down and you're there. So you can do that as well. Abigail says, can I join the conference midway in the afternoon? I have okay, that's fine. If you have to attend that, then I completely understand. Then again, just let my team know that you'll be coming, because you're obviously going to the funeral, and and we'll put that into our system. All right. Dan says, any details about website tools, SEO tools that can help building advertising for your website? Absolutely. I build a whole session. There's actually a whole session on guerrilla marketing, where I talk about how do you get followers, how do you build video SEO, how do you get ranked on the first page, how do I generate more leads, how do I get marketing for free. So these are all things that I'm going to be covering at Wealth Mastery Live. So make sure you get yourself a ticket there. All right. Gary Lee says, thank you so much. Most grateful indeed. Not a problem. Dan says, bring in more leads. Yes, there's a whole section on how to do marketing and bring in more leads. Lorraine says, don't you have to be working and have a monthly income to be able to buy property? Nope, because there's a way to control property instead of buying it, which I'll talk about at Wealth Mastery Live. Lorraine says, John, I run a company already with a turnover of around X, with possibility of expand across border. Will I be benefited with your event? Absolutely, yes. So I'm going to show you how we took our company from 6 figures to 7 figures, from 7 figures to multiple 7 figures. And this year, Wealth Dragons will be valued at a very, very high multiple. And I think you know what I'm talking about, because the next level for you is to grow your company. And actually, I think I pronounced your name right, Narayan. And what I'd like you to do is send a WhatsApp message to Marcos, right? 07958. So 07958 877 because you might qualify for a mentoring session, because I actually coach a lot of celebrities, I coach a lot of athletes, I coach a lot of public listed companies as well. So maybe that's something you want to consider. So just send Marcus a message, let him know you're coming as a VIP, and then I'll maybe have a chat to Marcus as well, because he's going to show you how to grow the company. Because the thing with your company, if you're turning over that much money already, it means you have a team, you have a sales process, and you have a marketing process. Now the problem is, and going from 100,000 to 1 million is a different mindset. Going from 1 million to 10 million is another different mindset. Going from 10 to 100, 100 to 1 billion is a different mindset. So I'm going to show you my plan on how I'm planning to take my company in the next 5 to 10 years to $1 billion valuation. Right. So I can share with you how I'm doing that, and you can model what I do. Van Gaal says, do you cater for disabilities at the venue times are all days? Yes, we do. I mean, we do have, I believe there is disabled access. So we've had a lot of people, but please contact my team or the hotel and just tell them exactly what you need. Sorry, question is, does it apply to people with a lot of money to invest? Not sure I understand the question. Or struggling people like me have a chance. Oh, okay. So the question is, do you struggling people have a chance? Absolutely. You know my story. I wasn't born with a silver spoon. I worked in a Chinese takeaway as a dishwasher, right? And I went to university. I got a degree, and what did I do? Guess what? Yeah, exactly. I got educated. I went to seminars. I got coaches. I got mentors. And then I had to pay one guy £10,000. I had to sell my car just to learn this stuff. I made my first million at the age of 27. So, and I've known people who've come to our events who are completely broke. And, within 2 to 3 years, they become property millionaires, right? And I'll be showing you live case studies of people who have been in exactly that case, right? Is parking available? I believe the hotel does have an underground car park. Yes. Do you want me with you speaking to on online marketing, please? Trisha, contact Marcus and let's get you onto one of our speaker programs. We have to vet all our speakers, and all our speakers that speak for Wealth Dragons have to go through our speaker development program. So have a chat to Marcus about that. Daniel says, thanks, Lee. I'll see you on Saturday. See you then. Okay. Can you guide me if there is a parking, please? Mina, there's an underground parking at the hotel. So just call the hotel first and just let them know, because there's a lot of people coming. The car park might get really full. Someone says, okay, VIP is ideal as I can only make day one. That's fine. I mean, look, £97 for a 2-day event. Even if you can come for one day, it's worth the food itself. Right? Because listen, if you have like at least like the stuff you pick up from day one is gonna really give you a lot of insights, right? Zara says there's no option for quantity of tickets on the VIP page. If I want multiple tickets, do I have to submit twice? Yes, you do. The reason for this is because we only have limited tickets. Last time we had someone come and buy like 20 tickets in a go, and not everybody turned up, so we only let people. And also, if you do it, I think you're only allowed to do it like 4 times, and then if you try and do it the 5th time, it won't let you buy it, because we limit the amount of tickets that we can come for VIP. Because otherwise, if one person buys like 50 tickets in one go, then no one else can buy tickets. So that's why we let you do it that way. So yes, but the thing is, once you've put your details in, just click save details. So next time you put your details in, you won't have to input your credit card details and all those details again. It'll be automatically installed on that web page, or your browser will remember it. So you don't have to go through all that stuff again. So you just need to put your last 3 digits in, and then it will just charge it again. So yes, you do. Mina says, had surgery last week, so won't know if I have a place to rest for a bit. Okay. Again, just let the hotel know and see what they can do. I got 2 marketing book published on Amazon Kindle. I want 2 marketing course beginners to advanced. Trisha, fantastic. Berginda says, perfect, thank you. Not famous, but I know my stuff. I write marketing publications. Well, Trisha, get in touch with me via WhatsApp. Not WhatsApp, Facebook. If you come to my Facebook, this is the only Facebook profile that I use. It's the one that's got 500,000 followers. And if you send me a message through here, then maybe we can have another, maybe private chat. Mian says, I have a job on Saturday. I really missed the first day. Can I join the second day? You can, but just call it. Look, sometimes you got to do whatever it takes. One day, maybe take a holiday. We've had some people, I'm not saying you should do this, but we've had people call in sick sometimes. But maybe you should just call your boss and say, hey, look, I need to take this one day off. I'm telling you, these 2 days will change your life. How do I know? Because that's the most common question and common comment that I get from people all the time is, John, this event has changed my life. And I don't just say that. If you look at the feedback from people on Wealth Mastery Live, it's amazing. It really is. It's just it'll take your breath away. I promise you that. You'll walk up to me and you'll say, John, thank you for changing my life. Gloria says, is there parking available on the premises? Yes, I think I've answered the question already. They have an underground car park, but call the hotel for that first. But just check. I don't actually park there because I obviously get transport down there. Joseph says, I have a friend that can make it. Will you be doing this a second one? I'll be there. Not sure, because this year I'll be announcing something pretty big for Wealth Dragons. So maybe if we do, maybe I'll have another trainer, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't. It's for hair removal. Okay, that's fine. Well, Simone, just come as fast as you can. Like, get it done as quick as you can. What's your inspiration from starting for where you are now? That's a really good question, Jatan. For me, my motivation now is through going through business. I've been doing this for 10 years. I noticed that the more I help people, the more money I make. The more I help people, the bigger impact I make. And when I wrote the book, The Wealth Dragon Way, I actually gave a copy to an actor called Leonardo DiCaprio. And I was at his house in Saint-Tropez around a year and a half ago. And I just remember him saying, it's not about how much you've got, it's how much you can give. And I don't want to leave this world without having made an impact. I want my kids to learn this stuff. I want to revolutionize the education system so they teach this stuff in schools. Right now, they don't teach this stuff in schools. We get taught to go to school, get a job, and work for somebody else, right? So that's one of the reasons why I do this. Dan says, how can I participate in a speaker program? Dan, what I would like you to do is if you drop Marcus a WhatsApp message on 07958 877 and just tell him that you're interested in the speaker program, then he will have a chat to you about that. When is it that I need more exposure? You need a lot of exposure. Ovidu says, what are the odds to get to meet you if without a VIP ticket? Very, very slim. I have very tight security there. And the problem is, if I show you one of the pictures, where are my pictures? So I'll show you some of the pictures from the last Wealth Mastery Live event. And it's quite busy. It's very, very busy there, because the thing is, this is not the first time I've run this. I've been running this for a number of years now, and a lot of the people right now, they come to this event, they tell their friends about this event, and the event is full. So every single time I run this event, it's always sold out. And so here I'm teaching a lot of strategies and a lot of blueprints. So I share with you my exact blueprints on how I've actually created a lot of my businesses as well. But I want to show you one sort of picture. We have kids that come as well. And by the way, this little kid, just so you know, he's got around, I can't remember how many he's got. I think he's got around 65,000 followers on Instagram now. So, he's become a little celebrity, and he offers sponsorship models for his group. So, I think it's great. So the problem is sometimes because there's so many people there. I'm trying to find the picture. Oh, wait. I know I'm going a little bit too fast. So here is my VIPs. So the guy at the back there, that's Graham, and Graham is my, and we have a whole security team there. So it's very hard to meet me at the events because it's only me speaking at the event. When I break, I have to go backstage into the green room. I have to prepare and get my energy for the next session. Whereas imagine if I've just finished a session on stage and then I walk off stage and then like 100 people try and speak to me and then I'm going to get back on stage. It's quite tiring. So, but I will say this though, if you get a VIP ticket, at least some point during the 2 days, I will come to the VIP networking area to meet and greet people, right? So that is a guarantee. So I will be there at least once in that room for you to meet and greet. All right. So Belinda says, John, look after your health. See you on Saturday. I will see you then. Jan says, do you have person who can work with me on a project from start to end? Absolutely. Jan, if you get a VIP ticket, come along. I will put you in touch with the right people. Milan says the dinner on the second day. Dinner is no. There's lunch provided on both days. So lunchtime is at 1 o'clock. So we have a private area for you where you'll go backstage. We have tables. You'll sit down and you can network with people as well. Awesome. I live in Fulham. Ideal for me. Wow, that's close. I actually go training at the Fulham shopping centre. Upstairs is a David Lloyd gym, so quite often I actually go there and train a lot. The gym's very nice up there, actually. So it's one of the nicer ones because the one in Kensington shut down. Dan says, thank you so much for the answer. Jan says, will we get the presentation at the end of the event or will we have to write everything? I actually give you a work. If you're a VIP, you get a workbook and you have to obviously write everything down. So no, we don't send anything out after that. Simone says, look forward to connecting day one. I'll see you then. Carl says, if I can make it for the first few hours, it's possible for slides later. Unfortunately, we don't send out the slides, unfortunately. If I attend day one, standard, I'm sure I can get D2 entry as well. Well, possibly. I mean, you can do that, but again, if you're not a VIP experience, you don't get any food, you don't get any VIP networking, you don't get the book, and it'd be very hard to also meet me as well. Thanks a lot for no one says thanks a lot for your time. Looking forward to attend Wealth Mastery Live. I'll see you there. And by the way, all of you bring your friends. And I want all of you to do me a favor. I want all of you to go to your Facebook and post that you will be going to Wealth Mastery Live, right? And take a screen grab of my page, by the way. If you take a screen grab of this, right? And do me a favor and then just post this picture onto your wall on your Facebook or Instagram or social media or whatever, and then tag me, right? Because it's really important that you bring your friends with you. Because my friends, when I first started entrepreneurship, they all said that, you can't do this. Who do you think you are? I had no support from my friends at all. The only one friend that was my friend Darren. But of all my friends, everyone said, oh, you shouldn't do business. It's too risky. And they were just trying to put me off business, right? So if I'd have listened to them, I probably wouldn't be here right now. So that's why it's really important to bring your friends with you so you all get educated at the same time, right? There's a saying that says, formal education will make you a living, self-education will make you a fortune. And what does that mean? That means that right now, all of you have the ability to be able to do anything in life because technology allows us to do that. Right? Vango says, thank you so much time for your blessings. What is Marcus's number? Marcus' number is 07958. I'll say that again. 07958 877 204. You can see it on my screen right now. What's the name of the WhatsApp? It's actually Marcos. Want to connect? Okay. Thank you, John. Overdue says, look forward to attending the seminar. I look forward to seeing you then. Archana says, thank you, John. Look forward to listening at the weekend. I will see you then, Archana. Bretta says, I just paid £97. I have the information. Thank you, Page. Congratulations. Now, but for Special Live. Okay, yeah, just ignore that part. If you've already upgraded, that's fine. Yep. The details are here. It's 6th and 7th this weekend at London Ibis Hotel Earl's Court. Facebook page, please. My Facebook page is John Lee Public. Right, so www.facebook.com/John Lee Public. So when you type that into the search bar in Facebook, here, facebook.com/John Lee Public, you have to like the page and set all your notifications to see first, and then you'll be able to see that. So that's the only Facebook page that I use. So I'll put that there. All right. What's your motivation for giving these 3 seminars? Well, the thing is this, there's a lot of people that can't afford to pay for corporate rates to learn this stuff. Like if you go to a corporate training, you're paying £1,000 a day. For me, I give these 3 trainings because I know that a lot of people will come and they'll be exposed to how things should be done rather than what we teach at school. And I get to empower a lot of people around the world. And, quite often I meet a lot of my business partners at these events. So Vincent Wong, I met from one of these events. Marina Dahan, I met from one of these events. So a lot of my business partners I meet from them. Because I give a lot, I also meet a lot of contacts as well. So it's another way for me to build my contact list. So currently I have 175,000 contacts right now. Bretta says, it means I need to pay again. No, Bretta, if you've already paid your £97, you don't need to pay again unless you want another ticket to bring a friend. So hope that makes sense. Sarah says, I have another question. Will you cover anything related to sourcing commercial property? I will be teaching you how to source property. Yes, that's one of the things I will be covering. So I'll show you some of the ways I do that. Noah says, beautiful. Thank you so much. Zara says, thank you. I purchased 2 VIP tickets. I got payment confirmation emails already. I've been sent upgrade printable tickets via email. No, Zahara, you won't get any tickets because now you've registered. It will go directly into our system. So when you turn up and say, my name is Zahara, and you will get a receipt as well sent to you via Samcart. But if you just come and just tell us your name, that will already be in our system now. And that goes for all of you as well. Anyone who's registered for the event, you just come to the event and just tell us your name, and then your name will be in our system. That's because we use some really advanced technology now. Jack says, what time should I get there for? I'm calling to work sick on Saturday and Sunday. I have to be honest with you. I actually did that one time. And, here's the thing. Sometimes if there's no time, we got to make time, right? So I would recommend if you're not a VIP, then get there as early as you can. I would recommend if you get there for 8 o'clock, you'll definitely get a seat because there's so many people coming, you see. Naran says, hi, I just want to double check if VIP tickets allow to meet and talk through. Allow me to meet you. Naran, what I'm going to do is in the networking area in the VIP, I will go into the VIP area at least once over the weekend. At least I'll try and get them as much as I can. But of course, that I'm running the event for 2 days, so I can get very busy. But you will get access to my coaches, Marcus, Matthew, and Nicholas. These are people who are my right-hand men, right? They're the people I trust the most. And they've helped create a lot of successful entrepreneurs as well. Trisha says, if you're serious about business, you write everything, what is good for you, and only take away what you need. Absolutely, Trisha. You got it. My kids against me, I understand. I tell them when I make my million, they come running. Oh, my mum, when I first told my mum that I was going to start my first business, she said I was too risky. I said, how do you know? And she said, oh, your dad told me. Well, how does dad know? Dad was playing golf with uncle and uncle told him. I said, how does uncle know? Well, uncle read it on the news. But now, I take my mum all around the world now. In fact, what I want you to do, I want you to check out this video. This is a day in the life of an entrepreneur. If you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/John Lee Wealth Dragons. John Lee Wealth Dragons. and this is my YouTube channel here. There's actually a video that says where is it? The entrepreneur. I'm trying to find it. I can't actually find it. Life of an entrepreneur. I'm trying to find this for you. Here we go. This one here. So if you guys watch this, this is pretty much like a summary of what I do in my life. And I just pasted it into the chat box for you, so you got it. And if you see my mum's face in there, that's the reason why I do this. So this is, my mum told me not to do this, and then you should see the big smile on her face when I'm helping her travel around the world now. All right, Jatin says, thank you for your presentation. Look forward to the seminar. Thank you, John. See you there, maybe. Maybe. Trisha, you better be there, especially if you want to get in contact and speak. I'm going to message you. I like your page. Okay. Come on, guys. See you on the life-changing weekend. Excellent. I'll see you there, Dan. Thank you so much. Are you finished? I am now finished. Okay. I have booked a VIP place. Looking forward to seeing you there. Crit Krumma, I'll see you there. Will I be able to park my car at the venue? Yes, they have a car park underneath the hotel, but make sure you go there early so you can get a space, and call the hotel first, maybe. All right. Thank you so much for being on tonight, and I do appreciate this is your Bank Holiday Monday, and I want to thank you for taking your time to be on today. Again, one last time, if you'd like to book yourself onto the VIP experience for Wealth Mastery Live, head over to www.bit.ly, that's L-Y, bit.ly/WML VIP, or you can WhatsApp us on 07958 877-204. The ticket prices will be going up. I don't know when, but they will be going up. So make sure you get your ticket, because if you go to that link again and it says £297, there's nothing I can do to change it. All right. So I just want to tell you that now. Just to remind you, the event is going to be at the Ibis Hotel. Registration is at 8:15. And we open the doors at 9:30 and we finish at 8 o'clock at night. It's pure content, and it's me for 2 days. Until then, thank you so much. This is John Lee, the author of The Wealth Dragon Way. Bye for now. You guys should be gone by now. All right, I'm going to go now. I know you guys are still on. All right, okay, I'm going to go. Have a good night, and I'll see you all at the weekend. Bye for now.